Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine. I'm going to do a little bit more work on what's come to be known as Harriet. Do a little bit more work on Harriet. And you know what? I did a second video yesterday, and it was just sort of meh. It was 30 minutes of me Mod Podging napkins onto flashcards, and it just... Let me find them. Hold on. Let's do a follow-up. It literally took me 30 minutes just to do the decoupaging. So hold on, let's go through that. So this was the end result. But hold on. So I did one flashcard. You can see it says can, and I think they meant that is in able, but I had a little fussy cut illustration of jam or preserves, so I took it to mean, as in canning. And this is a napkin I have. I love these napkins of preserves. So, and I put a label down there and a little string, and I think that turned out very cute. And I put tea-dyed tissue that has been inked a little on there so that it can be written right over, but I like when you can still see what it was. And same with this young lady here. I put a little, this is fabric. It actually, you can lift it. You can actually put something in there, and I may come up with a teensy tiny tag, because see how that, you know what, I might have to do that. Hold on, I'm pausing. And I'm not turning it off, I'm pausing. Oh, how cute. Look at that. This actually was a tag. You can see where I ripped off. This was probably from my St. Vincent de Paul store. And so, you know what? Let's zhuzh this up a little. Hold on. There's my bin. Let's put you on. So I hope everyone's doing okay this morning. Day gazillion of our isolation for the nations. And sincerely, I do hope everyone's doing well. It's and I hope everyone is taking this seriously, because even if you're young and you believe your stats are good for coronavirus, it doesn't mean that you can't give it to someone you love. I want that slightly cockeyed. Sometimes I like things slightly cockeyed. I'm a little cockeyed. So, and that's just too white looking. Let's deal with this. Hold on. If you use these sponges, that little pointy end can let you get into little holes. Just to get the little hole done. Right. There we go. Oh my goodness. I guess this is in case your mother wants to sell the sweater to you instead of giving it to you. Oh, there, that's cute. She looks lovely now. All right, let's get you out of the way. Let's get you put back. There we go. I also yesterday afternoon, after I turned the camera off, and this is a no-brainer, so I really you didn't miss anything, because this is just tea-dyed paper that's glued down onto the backs of playing cards. So those turned out very cute, I think. These are ready. These are going in my, as ever, I start my little stationery box as a tray to start holding things. Now, I found a few advertisements that I rather liked, and this is very simple, just backed it onto file folder card, and then gave them Oh, I need to put a string on that. And then just gave them a little eyelet. Cute. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I want more red because that red looks nice. Alrighty. There we go. Now I guess I better keep an eye on the time because I'll get cut off. My phone knows me very well, and it gives me 30 minutes and then it says, "You're out. You're out." And then I have to start apologizing in the next episode. Pouring rain up here, and it's going to be unusually warm up here for the end of March, 18 degrees. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but for us, that's unusually warm. There, that looks cute. I found a slide that I want to put in. At first, I simply liked it because it's red and white. But then when I held it up to a window, and I don't know if you can see here, it's two little children sitting on a dock, just looking into the lake. And I like that. So that's going to somehow go in, and then, of course, a milk bottle top. So, all right, let's put that away. I did a bit of pre-gluing here of some, out of the way, McDonald's. Go. Go. I should be paid for having you on screen. Okay. Oh, here. Oh, I forgot about this. I thought I'd start a daily Corona confession. So today's Corona confession is, I have not had a bra on in 2.5 weeks. So, and that's saying something for me. I am a Renoir woman. So that's today's Corona confession. Now, what I've done is, this is old magazine material. Some of these are from the 40s, and some of these are from the 50s. And I have plans for them, but they needed to be on cardstock. So, as ever, I use my favorite source of cardstock. Now, there is one thing I do want to still glue, because I want to make a little something out of that. It's got a cool other side to it. On how to use the seam binding, but I really just I like that. Now I want to put some paper in it. This, actually, I don't know if I've ever shown this tin. This is it's like a little Tupperware tub, and it is all my small pieces of either tea-dyed or naturally yellowed papers. So some of these, like these are tea-dyed. Is that a good size? These are tea-dyed. Oh, that's actually good. I think I'll use that. These are, let me tilt that a bit. There we go. So these are tea-dyed. These are naturally yellowed. I didn't have to do that to them. These are tea-dyed. So these are my small pieces, but I still use them quite often. There's a few little extra things you can see in here that I use frequently. I have some pre-cut. These are from an old photo album that has these glassine windows, and they make really great tuck spots. But there's, Yahtzee score papers, tea-dyed, receipts, tea-dyed. This is naturally yellowed, tea-dyed. These ones are naturally old. And just depending on what size I need, and I'll put my offcuts in the back here to try and get them used up. These were coffee dyed, those ones. Yeah. So I if I think I can use them, and they're smaller, because I actually have like office shelving, the file folder shelving for my big pieces of tea-dyed papers. But this one, I use it so often that I like to have it so I can just grab it, as I did with this. And so I have it in close proximity. with things that I use frequently. Now, which side is the grungiest? You are. I like that. Now, I am going to use my aerosol glue on this. So I'm going to pause for a second and I'll be right back. Okay, we're glued, or we're sprayed. And now we're going to glue. I'm not too worried about if it's even Steven or not, because sometimes that's part of the charm, right? Sometimes you don't want it to look perfect. I want this to look like some housewife in the 40s was using up stuff. I still want it to look good. Don't get me wrong. But some things I don't. Some things, yes, I freak out over if they're not perfection in my eyes. But some things I'm quite all right. Like in, hold on, where did you go? Like this, I purposefully wanted that price tag slightly askew. And this one, although I think I did pretty good, I wouldn't have minded if it wasn't. And I kind of like that. I'm going to leave that be. I was going to trim it off, but I'm going to leave that be. Now, I'm going to, this is eventually going to be a flip out, right where the folds were. So I'm going to, at some point, put this in the journal. That's cute. All right, I'm going to put that aside. Now I'm going to, this is going to be boring, fair warning. So, like, if you've got someone exciting to go watch, I won't be offended. Thanks to Nancy at Wishes and Weeds, I have learned an alternate way of making sure that I see everyone's comments. So that really helped, Nancy. Thank you. These, like I said, are just from magazines. I'll save that. That's big enough to still use. These are just from old magazines, but I liked them. This one I wanted to make use of the saving that. Now, where are you? Antique linen. I really love the antique linen distress ink. Hold on. The antique linen. Because sometimes, as I showed you in that box, and actually you can see here, sometimes old papers are just slightly yellow. They're not really that brown. As much as I love Gathered Twigs is my favorite one. A lot of people use Vintage Photo, and I used it for a while until I discovered Gathered Twigs. But antique linen, I find, is quite a true shade for what naturally yellowed papers look like along their edge. And I actually find it's so true that sometimes when I've got a raw edge of an old piece, see the color here? It's just a mellow yellow. I find I can marry up the colors quite often. It is that true to just slightly yellowed paper. So I like it for, like I said, subtle. When I want subtle, and there are times I want to hit it. because I love distressing. Really do. Oh, that turned out cute. I'm happy with this. I don't know if I'll use all these, but these are quite generic for my style of journal. So if I don't fit them all in, they will go into I have a basket of already done things. Easy kitchen for old or new houses. Glasgow. I have, as everyone does, I have a bin of ready-to-go ephemera. So who knows yet what's going to go in and what's not going to go in. So now I'm going to get out my handy dandy. Oh, how are you? 15 minutes. I forgot to set my alarm. So, how close do I need to get you? There. No, you're not letting go. Little stinker. No. Come on. Don't be difficult. Thank you. I left the page number on there on purpose. I think it's cute. Boy, my blue box is going to be full this week. I've been a journaling fiend. Hold on. There we go. And fortunately, they are still picking up. I shouldn't say fortunately, because if they need to be safe at home, I want them to be safe at home. And certainly recycling pickup is not like a paramedic or that. Now, do I want that black line or don't I? There's a black line here, so I always like to decide which side gets the black line, because sometimes that can really look nice. It can enhance the appearance. I think I want the left side to get the black line. There we go. So for now, they are still picking up. Yeah, that looks nice. Now, should Miro or Horrocks get that black line? Horrocks will get it. You won, Horrocks. You won the line off. There we go. I'm not sure yet. I may sew around the edges of these. Haven't decided yet. Now, let's see. Don't want the black line for this one. Hubby's on lunch today. Now that he's home, and we're eating 3 meals a day at home, which is unusual for us. East Pack, that just really does not sound... Oh, it's for makeup to put on your face. Yikes. No thanks. Okay. Yeah, hubby's on lunch today. And apparently we are having delicious frozen mini pizzas. And I'm one of those weirdos in this world. Love me a frozen mini pizza. Yep, love it. Okay, let's put you aside for now, because I may play with those a bit. Put some, zhuzh them up, you know. So, and of course, it's not a Sunnyside journal without a laxative ad. All right, let's see. Now, I will save this because these can be fun. Oh, Ellie Cheyenne. This was a file folder for my mom. These can be handy because you can put them onto pages in your journals. These tips of file folders, and they're already cut for you, so you can reuse those. Now, let's see where we are here. Who gets the black line? I don't want you, I don't think. There we go. Good. Right. There, I want you there. Brody pleated skirts. Beautiful. Top needs doing. Okay, on over time, 21 minutes. Excellent. You know what? I think I'll do you first. Oh, it's too bulky. You're coming off. Thank you. All right, now. Oh, there's the page number again. All right, I want to keep that page number. So cute. That's better. I don't want that line. I don't know if you can see. There's a tiny little line still on this side, but it's already got a line. So I don't want that line. And it's going. There we go. Now this time I really very well will, when I'm done this. I have my frozen mini pizza. Thank you, Dr. Utker. And then turn the camera back on and play with these a little bit. Maybe I'll put a toilet on the laxative ad. I'm going to look through the magazines to see if I can find a toilet. What the heck? If you're going to shamelessly have a laxative ad, put a toilet on it. We'll see. This is a nice big sized journaling card. I'm finding with this self-isolation, I'm loving all the online chit-chats messaging with people. Because more people are at home instead of at work, so that's nice. I'm still sticking to I watch the news for maybe about 10 minutes in the morning, and then maybe again for about 10 minutes at dinner time, not at bedtime, so that I have time to replace some of those thoughts with something happy in my head before I go to bed. My brain does not need any kind of extra help as far as imagination sources for dreaming. I have very vivid, wild, bizarre dreams that I remember. And I have even more now that I'm back to having REM sleep. thanks to my wonderful CPAP machine. I forgot what it's like to have an amazing night's sleep. I wake up, I literally now can fall asleep at bedtime and wake up 7.5 hours later. And I haven't done that in years. And it's just divine. It's incredible how sleeping badly just affects everything about your daily life. And especially if you don't know why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and then you find out it was because your body was getting no restorative time. And mine seemed to coincide with bad night's sleep is a very common symptom of menopause, and I certainly was not exempt from that. I got that with menopause, but then when that part was over with, I think my body just sort of said, oh, she's all done menopause. Let's give her sleep apnea. And I guess I didn't, until my husband started complaining about how much I snore, it didn't dawn on me. I just assumed, oh, I'm still having these crappy nights' sleep. Well, speaking of sweet messages, oh, I'm getting close to the end here with my timing. All right, now these ones, these candies, how cute are they? Are they beautiful, those candies, the hard candies? And there's a jar of the hard candies. I'm going to fussy cut these. So I'm going to save these. We will fussy cut them together. But I'm going to end this now before my phone ends it for me. Everyone take care. Thank you. If you're still here now after 27 minutes, bless your hearts. And I mean that actually in a nice way, not in the southern put down way, which I also think is effective, but no, I'm wondering. Take care, and hopefully we'll actually see you soon in another installation later on today. Bye, everyone.